Title: Echoes of Solitude. In the heart of the Pacific Ocean lies a forgotten island, shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of the supernatural. The locals avoid its shores, believing it cursed by the spirits of the restless dead. They say that once you set foot on its sandy beaches, you're doomed to never leave. Legends aside, it was on this desolate landmass that the tale of a young girl, left alone, unfolded, a story of isolation, fear, and the unknown. Chapter 1: The Arrival. The boat cut through the murky waters, leaving ripples in its wake as it approached the forsaken island. Sarah gripped the railing, her knuckles white with anticipation and dread. She had come seeking solitude, a reprieve from the chaos of the mainland. Little did she know, the tranquility she sought would soon transform into a nightmare. As the boat docked, Sarah stepped onto the weather-beaten pier, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The island loomed before her, its dense foliage casting ominous shadows in the fading light. She glanced back at the boat, now a mere speck in the vast expanse of the ocean. With a deep breath, she ventured forth, her footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. Chapter 2: The Abandoned Village. Sarah wandered through the overgrown paths, her senses heightened by the unfamiliar surroundings. The village appeared deserted, its crumbling structures bearing witness to a bygone era. She explored the dilapidated huts, their interiors swallowed by darkness and decay. A chill ran down her spine as she imagined the lives that once thrived within these walls. As night fell, Sarah sought refuge in an abandoned cabin nestled amidst the trees. She lit a lantern, its feeble glow offering little solace against the encroaching darkness. Alone in the silence, she listened to the rustling of leaves and the distant cry of unknown creatures. Sleep eluded her, her mind plagued by visions of shadowy figures lurking in the shadows. Chapter 3: The Haunting. With each passing day, Sarah's solitude grew more suffocating. She roamed the island in search of distraction, her footsteps echoing in the desolate landscape. Yet, no matter where she went, she felt a presence watching from the shadows. Whispers echoed through the trees, their words unintelligible yet unmistakably sinister. One night, as Sarah lay awake in her cabin, she heard the sound of footsteps outside. Heart pounding, she grabbed a makeshift weapon and crept towards the door. With trembling hands, she flung it open, only to find herself face to face with an empty darkness. Fear clenched her chest as she realized she was not alone. Chapter 4: The unraveling days turned into weeks, and Sarah's grip on reality began to slip. She was haunted by nightmares of faces contorted in agony, voices pleading for release from unseen torment. Her once vibrant spirit withered in the oppressive silence, replaced by a gnawing dread that consumed her from within. One evening, as Sarah wandered along the shoreline, she stumbled upon a hidden cave obscured by tangled vines. Intrigued, she ventured inside, the darkness enveloping her like a suffocating embrace. Torches lined the walls, their flickering flames casting dancing shadows upon the ancient runes etched into the stone. Chapter 5: The Revelation. As Sarah traced her fingers along the intricate markings, a sense of foreboding washed over her. She felt as though she had stumbled upon something forbidden, something that should have remained hidden from prying eyes. Yet, a part of her yearned to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. With trembling hands, she lit a torch and pressed onward into the depths of the cave. The air grew thick with the stench of decay, and the sound of dripping water echoed in the darkness. Finally, she came upon a chamber bathed in an otherworldly glow, its walls adorned with ancient artifacts and relics of a forgotten time. Chapter 6: The Sacrifice. Sarah's heart raced as she beheld the scene before her, a sacrificial altar adorned with macabre symbols and surrounded by the remains of those who had met a grisly fate. Horror washed over her as she realized the true nature of the island's curse. It hungered for souls, feasting upon the lives of the unsuspecting. A sudden noise startled her from her reverie, and she turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows. It was a girl, pale and ethereal, her eyes devoid of warmth or humanity. Sarah's blood ran cold as she realized the truth. She was not alone on the island. She was merely the latest victim in a cycle of death and despair. Chapter 7: The Escape. With a newfound sense of urgency, Sarah fled from the cave, the girl's haunting laughter echoing in her ears. She raced through the dense underbrush, her heart pounding with each step. Branches clawed at her skin, drawing blood as she fought to break free from the island's grasp. As she reached the shoreline, she saw a boat approaching in the distance, a glimmer of hope amidst the encroaching darkness. With a desperate cry, she waded into the water, her strength waning with each stroke. The boat drew nearer, its crew oblivious to the horror that lurked just beyond the shore. Epilogue. Sarah collapsed onto the deck, her body racked with exhaustion and despair. As the boat sailed away from the cursed island, she glanced back at the receding shore, knowing that she had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. Yet, even as she left the island behind, she could still feel its icy grip upon her soul, a reminder of the horrors that lurked in the shadows, waiting to claim their next victim. And so, the tale of the girl left alone on the island faded into legend, a cautionary tale whispered by those who dared to venture into the unknown. But for Sarah, the scars of her ordeal would never truly heal, a constant reminder of the darkness that lay hidden within the depths of the human heart. For in the end, the true horror was not the island itself, but the darkness that dwelled within the hearts of those who dared to seek solace amidst its haunted shores.